too hard. But we were traveling the mountains just to find the loudest seas. We set down by the fire, knowing we could aim higher, but we didn't know that yet. So if you want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club. I remember the ocean, memories die out too hard. But we were traveling the mountains just to find the loudest seas. We sat down by the fire, knowing we could aim higher, but we didn't know that yet. So if you want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club. I'm in a tropic club.
Boom. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Breachers VRML cast. I am your host, Scorch. I am joined by Colt today. And while it was supposed to be an official cast, unfortunately, we had some technical difficulties. So now I have decided to just host it on my channel myself. And again, I am joined by Colt. Colt, how you doing today?
Well, it's a great day. We're watching another VRML match, so I mean, I'm doing great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to get into this. It's gonna be, I would think, it's a pretty close match. I'm not sure what the connoisseur votes were. We'll talk about it afterwards. But John Locke already getting a pick onto Freck, so that is already a man-down advantage for this Pantheon squad as they start to push up towards this green side on Red Hallway. I have not casted in quite some time, and getting back into it, I feel pretty good about it. I had a little bit of an accident and a vacation for myself, but nonetheless, we are back into this. Jester able to take out John Locke, and J-Bro trying to push up and takes out Jester in the process. C4 gets thrown, but unfortunately not in the right area.
Yeah, as we do see Wall being thrown and J-Bro getting caught off guard, J-Mo catching him down as White Death does down 2. Now it's a 2v3 as EMP is placed down and J-Bro taking 1.
So now it is all up to Hockey Lover and Ascended Death, but the EMP is down. J-Bro Fan 3, so there's a couple of J-Bro fans here, but J-Bro Fan 3 able to take out Hockey Lover, all up to Ascended Death as Ascended Death gets taken out by J-Bro Fan 3. So if we look at the leaderboard real quick, J-Bro Fan 3, wow, that is a mouthful. J-Bro Fan 3 is up to, with 2-0 of a record, so good job by him. And J-Bro Fan 1 also has a 1-0 record. So good job by this Twilight team to be able to take control, even though, actually, who was favored in this matchup?
I believe it was Twilight over here with 22-13.
Oh, okay. So then it was good so far. If you're a Twilight fan, you are pretty convinced that this Twilight team would win. Although it was pretty close, but they were able to make that comeback, and Pantheon just unable to scathe out of that. What did you see from that round?
A lot of refrags going back and forth from both teams, as we did see J-Bros playing really close together, getting the refrag, and just great teamwork over there. I will say, it did confuse me. I didn't know there was more than one J-Bro friend. So I'm over here like, wait, what just happened? But glad we cleared that up, as we do go into round 2.
Yeah, there are several J-Bro fans, but we love to see these different name changes. You do see a couple, so I'm not quite sure what person is which. I do know a couple of the Pantheon players, so I'm not quite sure who is which, but it's funny to be able to see the different mix-up in names. But I am done talking about names here, as Jester and JMO for their team already pushing up into this library side, trying to take control in any way they can. Static is sitting over in green side with J-Bro Fan 1 and J-Bro Fan 2 on the other side. C4 goes out. S-tier C4 by Jester. Almost an S-tier nade, but JMO able to push back in time, and now that is already a man disadvantage for this Pantheon squad.
Yeah, I mean, Util being very useful, as we do see Hockey Lover getting taken down low from the C4, as J-Bro 2 is holding him, barely saw him. All this Util is being very useful right now, as we do see Trips and a Static trying to stopping the push before it starts. And these holds are great, as Freak takes down John. Now J-Bro takes down him.
So now it is a 4-3 man disadvantage, 4-3 advantage in favor of this Pantheon squad. Ascended Death still trying to take out that Static in green, so we're just seeing a stalemate back and forth from these two teams. A lot of damage being done by Ascended Death, though, from this J-Bro Fan 3 player. And now Hockey Lover, Ascended Death, and J-Mo just unable to know what to do, but I mean, this could very quickly be a 3v3. Flash goes out, trying to take out that Static, and Ascended Death does. Another Flash goes out and gets a little bit of, or excuse me, just clips a player of their own. J-Bro Fan 2 able to take out J-Mo. Hockey Lover takes out J-Bro Fan 2. And now J-Bro Fan 1 able to take out Hockey Lover. And sorry, folks, I am stumbling over my words. Again, this is my first cast back in about a week, so bear with me. But good round by this Twilight squad. And Cole, how did you feel about that?
Like I said the last match, they're playing super close together, as they're able to get refrags after refrags, and their angles and their holds are just absolutely messing up Pantheon's push. Their util is spot on, and it's really hard to come back after, you know, a 3-5 or 3-4 man advantage. So, man, Pantheon's is gonna have to put in some work.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty close. And no, we are on map 1, actually. This is map 1 for the people that are in the comment section. They waited for us a little bit to allow us to get this set up. So yeah, this is map 1. I'm excited to see how this will go, considering that Twilight is already up 2-0. So this is a defensive-sided map. So good for Twilight to be able to get these first 2 rounds and probably maybe get the 3rd round, 4th round. If they can get at least 4 rounds, I think they're sitting pretty well. And Pantheon, even them, getting 1 or 2 rounds in the bag would be pretty well for this squad. But now JMO pushing up with that drone. JBroFan 2 able to take out that drone, but not before Freck able to take out JBroFan 1. And JBroFan 1 was able to refrag Freck with that inset. Hello?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I muted on accident. Yeah, with these aggressive holds over on the Twilight Zone, making it really hard as Jester takes down JBroFan 2. Death goes on in, gets taken down by Moon, and now there's another 3-3 as Moon gets taken down by Jester.
So yeah, I mean 3-3, Incen goes out to prevent these players from pushing up, and John Locke able to take out Hockey Lover, with Jester able to take out John Locke. So now with refrags, JBroFan 3 able to take out 1 and able to take out the 2nd, and Jester, like, these names are like a mouthful, but JBroFan 3 able to clutch it up, and Pantheon is getting closer and closer to being able to secure a round. We saw round 1, it was 2-0 with the EMP planted. Round 2 didn't go as well as round 1 did, but round 3, I mean, it came down to a 1v2. Just unfortunate for this Pantheon squad that JBroFan 1, I believe it was able to clutch it up. So again, with that EMP down, I mean, if you're a Pantheon fan, if you're the Pantheon player, you have to be looking at that and realizing that, I mean, we are losing 3-0, but we're getting closer and closer to being able to secure a round.
Yeah, I mean, the pushes and the holds over on the Twilight Zone is really helping, but now as everyone has a rifle, it's going to be a lot harder to stop that push, as, you know, angles are going to be held back, and it's going to be really hard to push out for Twilight to get those 1 or 2 kills that they've been getting. So hopefully right now Pantheon can bring it back and hopefully snowball off this round.
Yeah, I mean, that I say that multiple times in casts that I've done with multiple people, especially in official casts. If you're able to snowball your way forward into winning 1 round, winning 2 rounds, possibly dismantling the eco of the other team, you might be sitting well. Maybe going, like, for this situation with Pantheon, you might be sitting well going into a 3-3, but already JBroFan 1 able to take out a Ascended Death. So another S-tier C4 we saw. Pantheon was not able to learn from their mistakes beforehand. Nade goes out, trying to see if he can take out 1. Hockey Lover just barely able to scathe away from that nade without any damage being taken. Incen goes out. So Freck has to wait a little bit before taking that foam and nade. So a lot of util being used close for both of these squads. Another S-tier C4 from JBroFan 1 to take out Freck, and now 5-3 in favor of this Twilight squad.
Yeah, as Jesper puts us up, he's going to be really low, so Wallbangs might catch him off guard as Locke takes down 1, takes down 2. Now it is just Jester, as they now know he's in gym. He's going to swing, taking down 1, but Fan 2 is going to be able to get the refrag. I mean, they're playing so close together, it's kind of hard to push this.
You taking a look at the maps and history for both of these 2 teams, who would be more favorable towards this map? Do we know who picked map 1?
I believe that Pantheon's picked map 1 as they were home, but I mean, at this point it does look like Twilight did get picked on side, and offensive side is going to be a really good pick for this round, this map. I'm not entirely sure though. But I mean,
Who in the history, do you know what are the records for Arctic?
well, I believe Pantheon has won 2 out of the 3 that they played. And then Twilight, I don't think Twilight has lost on Arctic. Yeah, Twilight has a full history on Arctic, being 1-1. So, I mean, at this point, either of these teams are looking good over on Arctic side.
I mean, yeah, you see the rounds played. They played 11 rounds with 7 wins total. So it was 7-4 for this Twilight squad on Arctic. Let's see if they can remake history as JMO, excuse me. There's JBro, JMO. There's a bunch of JBros. As he is trying to push into green, but it decides to back off a little bit. Hockey Lover and Jester over here for their squad, able to foam this wall. So Twilight, yet again, giving up space, not really using util this time. It seems like JBro Fan 2 might elect to... Does he have a C4? He does not have a C4, so he can't blow... Oh, the hatch is already blown. Okay, so he is playing from that hatch. Hockey Lover 2 not able to actually see... And now a bit of an A push as Freck able to take out D-Moon, but JBro Fan 3 able to take out one in Ascended Death, and John Locke able to take out another in Hockey Lover. So we're already seeing a 4-3 man advantage, and it's a little bit of a split push, and I think these players push into A without EMP. JBro Fan 3 able to take out Jester. So now JBro Fan 2 and John Locke just has to hold this EMP down for Freck and JMO. A little bit of a misplay, I would say, by this Pantheon squad, pushing up quickly into A without EMP.
I mean, EMP down over in the medical room as we do see 2 of the Twilight players holding it as John gets a pick off. Now it's a 1v4. EMP down. You're holding a Vezin. At this point, the smart play is to save, but it does look like he is going to try getting one. And, yep, does bail out in time. That's really hard to clutch this as EMP is down. You know that they're watching it. You know that they have good gun advantage. So it's not going to be a great idea to just run in there.
JMO elects to go with the iron sights, so he was able to get a pick off of that. Or no, he was not able to get a pick because I believe it was D-Moon got refragged early on in the game. So JMO just trying to save his Vezin to see if they can play for this final round. The economy is not looking very favorable for this Pantheon squad as JMO has the most amount of money with that Vezin, so he can buy somebody else a Vezin with that other player buying util, but it's not looking very favorable. I mean, JBro Fan 3 had max money with John Locke close to it. Actually, I believe he had max money as well, buying that C4. So now, this Twilight squad able to buy Vezins for themselves, buy wallbang guns, and buy guns for the other team. I mean, this isn't looking very favorable if you are a Pantheon fan. Colt, what do you think?
I mean, the eco is very tight over in the Twilight section, as we do see Fan 3 and John were looking to 6,000 above. I don't know. At this point, you have 4 Maruis or 3 Maruis and a Vezin. You do still have a lot of gun skill. As long as you're able to get a pick or two and have the guy that doesn't have a Vezin or Marui able to get a gun, you're gonna have a better time with this. But if you're not able to get those picks off, it's not gonna turn out good for you.
In Pantheon, yet again, electing to go for a bait and switch play. This time, they're bringing the EMP over into A, droning out towards B side, so we will follow the drone for now, as it does seem like that these players actually on this Twilight squad are not fooled by this rotate, and now JBro Fan 1 and 3, along with D-Moon, elect to go back. John Locke now pushes up towards JBro Fan 3 with a little bit of wall bang, so we will try and see if I can get both of these. So we're waiting for this A push to be going in. C4 goes out, but no damage done as he elects to re-secure it. Freck sitting over in red. These 3 players are still waiting. Now they're electing to push up quick as they are pushing up towards this wall. Now these players know that they're here. JMO able to take out the the door blocker as Flash goes out. J-Bro Fan 3 able to take out Ascended Death. Jester able to take out John Locke. J-Mo able to take out J-Bro Fan 3 as he's able to take out D-Moon J as well. So now it is a 3-2 man advantage towards this Pantheon squad, and it is looking all up.
As we do see a 1-3 as J-Bro Fan 1 takes down 1. J-Mo still in. I just say Jen Moore, but J-Mo still in there, maybe getting taken down by Fan 1 as he pushes up. Fan 1 getting the pick. Now it's just frequency from Connector, but it might catch him off guard, just barely not. J-Mo Fan 1 knowing that there's something a little freaky as he does find him. This might be, oh my gosh, Twilight does get the clutch on a 1v3. This was very well looking up for Pantheon, but man, you can't make that up. J-Bro Fan 1 does get the clutch, and that was crazy.
That was so winnable for that Pantheon squad. Like, that's just what they needed in order to secure that, and it was just unfortunate by them that they are... Oh, do I have the teams right? I did before. All right, perfect. All right, yeah, there we go. I did before. So now Twilight is up 6-0, and yet again, it was looking pretty well, and they just, I guess, folded, fumbled, whatever you want to call it, and was not able to secure that round. In a 1v3 even, the EMP was down, and it's just unfortunate for this Pantheon squad, but good job by Twilight for bending and not breaking on that defense to have a 6-0 shutout.
I mean, Pantheon can still take it back. They have to win every round, but defense is the side map for this, or the side for this map. So anything can still happen, as we do see Frequent getting close to the window, but getting taken down very quickly. And it does seem to be a basic B push.
Yeah, J-Bro Fan 1 able to ping out where the player was in library. So now that player pushes back in Ascended Death, and Incend goes out, almost taking out Demon J, but not able to fully commit. Another Incend goes out. A little bit of damage done to Hockey Lover. So we see a lot of Incend damage back and forth from these two teams as D-Moon now collects the EMP, elects to go with J-Bro Fan 2 on this wall. It is do or die for this Pantheon squad. Already down 5-4. Hockey Lover almost gets taken out through that pre-fire, but not able to. Wall now gets blown from Jim. And now, if we take a look at the... Oh, my thing is all screwed up. Okay. If we take a look at the perspective from Hockey Lover, he is electing to see if he can blind fire one hand. Unfortunately, he was not able to get both hands on that gun. J-Bro Fan 2 able to take out Ascended Death, but John Locke able to take him out. J-Mo able to take out D-Moon. J-Mo able to take out two players, and Fan 2 and Fan 1. And now it is all up to J-Mo to clutch it up for his team, bringing this map possibly to keep going, as you see close, but John Locke able to shut out J-Mo, and now that is a 7-0 shutout for this Twilight squad against Pantheon. Good job by Twilight. Colt, do you have any final words before we go into map 2?
Man, it's a tough match right there, as Twilight was very pressuring. Just the timing was really off over there.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself. The timing was a little bit off. It seems like that they were going a lot for individual play, but we will be right back with map number 2, so folks, do not go anywhere.
that we were traveling the mountains just to find the loudest seas. We set down by the fire, no, we couldn't hide, but we didn't know that yet. So if you want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am
break because we do see hideout from map 2 and Twilight taking over the offensive side for this map. And man, this is going to be a fun one. Hideout being one of your OG maps, one of the ones that I personally started on, and how you start playing pretty basic, as we do see a little bit of a mix push over here, as we do see one roaming, one on the window of laundry. And we do see a Pantheon player in storage waiting for JBro Fan 1. Maybe he's going to get caught off guard as Frequent taking down JBro 1 just 5 seconds into the round, which would kind of slow this team, this push down for Twilight, as we are seeing a little bit of an aggressive defense right here. We have people really close to the walls and windows as this team is pushing in. Did not really taking their time, trying to see if they can get a pick, as it does seem like there's still 2-3 over in garage, just getting ready for this push. Man, it doesn't look like they're going to enter very fast this time.
Yeah, I mean, Insen goes out to deny this garage push, and you saw very quickly, Freck was able to take out one from the basement, so for a second there I thought it was a B play, but as I was switching all of the overlays, it ends up being, downstairs play, but it ends up being a middle floor. Flashes go out on JMO and Ascend to Death. Just 3 flashes. Now that 4th flash is thrown. JBro Fan 2 able to take advantage of those flashes and take out those 2 players, able to take out Jester as well. So now we are already seeing a 1-2 in favor of this Twilight squad. They seem to be a little angry considering what happened last map, and they're looking to see if they can possibly secure round 1. Hockey Lover, not if he has something to say about it. Already a headshot done, but D-Moon J with that S-tier Insen onto Hockey Lover, and that is round 1 secured for this Twilight squad. Already, you are in the lead. This is the first lead they've taken from this Pantheon squad. Oh, wait, no. Twilight, no, never mind. I have it mixed up. Twilight is already going in dominant fashion as Pantheon is still unable to pick up a round. And, excuse me, folks, but they're still unable to pick up a round as now Twilight is going for 8 straight.
Yeah, I want to point out that JBro Fan 2 had a 1 kill off of an ace, and we do see a DC over on the Twilight zone. I believe JBro Fan 1 DC'd, and that will be an advantage over on the Pantheon side. But I mean, a 4K over from the JBro 2 and then D-Moon taking down the last one, I think they can miss a player and still feel comfortable in this push, but we'll just have to see, as we do see a top floor push.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. It's going to be tough, especially for being down 5-4, but a player able to reconnect in JBro Fan 1, Freck able to take out John Locke. So already with a 5-4 man advantage towards this Pantheon squad, Pantheon needs to come up with something if they want to bring this to a map 3, especially losing 7-0 in map 1 and already down 1-0 in map 2. Flash goes out by D-Moon, trying to see if they can take control of this lobby side. Insen goes out. JBro Fan 1 able to take out Ascend to Death with that Cadillo. So good use of the Cadillo with that buff from this Twilight squad.
Yeah, I want to point out that FreeQ is getting a pick and then running back to site, as we do see C4's going out. Fan 2 getting taken down by the C4, going in for the plant. One sitting behind box, which is very risky, as JBro Fan 3 is able to take him down. Now EMP getting down at the 3-1 in favor of Twilight as Hockey Lover trying to get some picks off. Just not able to find the kill. Does look like they're in a little bit of a pickle now, trying to hold each other's angles, trying to find one pick as they are going to go ahead and push out, taking down JBroFan 3, finding number 1. Now it's just a 1v2, and they do seem to get the round win there.
Yeah, Hockey Lover and Jester able to buckle down for their team and able to take out these final 3 players. They were down 2-3 in that advantage and able to able to disarm the EMP. So great job by Hockey Lover and Jester to bend but don't break, especially with how it has been happening so far. 8 rounds straight. Pantheon able to secure their first round in the 9th round of this match. So looking better, I would say, for this Pantheon squad. Not looking good, but looking better, especially considering that some people would say this is maybe an even map or possibly a little offensive-sided depending on what teams play. Especially with like Valor. I know Valor is a very, very offensive-minded team, so Valor would do probably pretty well on Hideout versus most of these other teams. So we have seen only 3 rounds total from this Twilight attack. So far, they are 2-1 on the attack, so I would say they're doing pretty well. It's been close matches, but Pantheon able to buckle down and secure that 2nd round.
Yeah, I mean, the util over on both teams are really what makes this map even, as we do see a C4 being thrown out to wall of storage as Jmu getting ready to throw that C4 into the other wall. Hatch being blown already. We do see 2 players in storage, one on waterfall. C4 does seem like it's being messed around with, but very slower push over on the Twilight zone as JBroFan 2 takes down 1. Flash is being thrown out. Able to find Free Q next to the door. Jmu able to take down 1, take down 2. Now it is a 3v4 in favor of Pantheon, but JPro, oh my gosh.
Now it is 2v2 as John Locke able to take out JMO. A little bit of damage on the John Locke, but John Locke able to take out Hockey Lover with JBroFan 3 able to take out the other player. So now it is 2-1 in favor of Twilight. Pantheon is now, after securing their first win, ended up losing, but it was a close round. I just think what Pantheon's doing is they're giving up way too much space. They're allowing Twilight to kind of do what they want with ease. I think Pantheon needs to play a little bit more aggressive on those angles, and with the flashes, I mean, like, Twilight is utilizing these flashes, are doing it very, very well. With those flashes, they need to throw those incens for Pantheon. Like, you see a flash, possibly throw an incen or a smoke to help deny the entry from this Twilight squad. They are kind of having their way because of the amount of space that is being given.
Agreed, but at this point, Pantheon needs to play close doors, as we did see FreeQ getting, 3 picks right on outside of the doorways. So, I mean, at this point, Twilight is just kind of getting in there, taking that space, and, you know, no amount of util is kind of helping the Pantheon side, as they are kind of wasting it, as Death takes down JBro 2. That just proves my point, as he was sitting close window and gets an early pick, not 10, 20 seconds into the round.
Yeah, I mean, that is a good start for this Pantheon side, as they're already up a man advantage. Freck looking to see if he can make it 2, but D-Moon J able to deny that. So now 4-4. I'd like to see the little bit better of aggression for this Pantheon squad, not allowing people to enter in, as Ascended Death trying to take out the player in theater, but it is not a theater play, so I'm not quite sure why they gave up Garage so quickly. But JBroFan 1 able to take out Hockey Lover. Now John Locke looking to see if he can push in, and JBroFan 3 saves John Locke's life by taking out JMO. A lot of J's in this in this match, but now JBroFan 3 able to push up, plant the EMP, Jester taking out JBroFan 1, and now it is a 2-3 with that EMP planted and the hatch down. Hello?
Yeah?
Are you good?
Yeah, no, I was saying oh no to the hatch. This is
Okay.
a very hard...
With the hatch down, now what in the... Okay, I don't know what just happened, but JBroFan 3 able to take out Jester. That was a very weird clip that I saw, but Ascended Death able to take out JBroFan 3, so now it's not looking very likely as D-Moon, all he needs to do is just sit and wait.
Yeah, as we do see Death taking down D-Moon, that's a really hard plant to, you know, take back, but... Oh, just not enough time. As he did get the 2 picks, just not able to get the defuse off. That was super close over there for the Pantheons. That might have been what they needed to come back.
It was like a nanosecond. Like, as far as I could hear, I couldn't see because of the EMP ping, but as far as I could hear, it was like a nanosecond, I feel like.
Oh, it was so close.
It was like really, really close for Pantheon being able to secure that second round, but they were not, unfortunately, able to tie it up, and now Twilight with a 3-1 man advantage, and it is, or excuse me, 3-1 round advantage, and it is looking up for this Twilight squad as it's just the same thing of what happened last map, where Twilight is kind of having their way with this Pantheon squad, and Pantheon is still not able to adjust. I mean, like, they put a little bit more aggression towards, but it was the wrong side as this Twilight squad was able to just push up into garage, take control, plant the EMP, below the hatch, and have 2 players sitting down there. So, I mean, this Pantheon squad needs to learn to play together if they want to secure this map to possibly bring it into map 3.
Yeah, and this is a very important round to do it, as we do see a lot of Marui and Vezins over here. If Pantheon able to win this, it's going to really mess up the eco for Twilight, but vice versa, if Twilight's able to win this, it's going to really mess up the eco for Pantheon, so they got to take fewer risk and hope for a higher reward. As we do see JBroFan 2 with an RCP sitting up on the window, maybe swinging in soon to start the A push.
I think he might be waiting for his team. I'm going to see if I can try and clip to him immediately when he does that. I believe it is this button, is it? Yes, it is. Okay, so I'm going to try and see if I can clip to him immediately when that pushes in, but Freck able to take out JBroFan 1. He is still waiting patiently on that window. And now already, again, 5-4 man advantage towards this Pantheon squad. But as we've seen in previous rounds, it does not really matter too much for this Twilight squad as Incen goes out to prevent these players from pushing up. JBroFan 2 ever waiting so patiently. Now he's starting to push in. Let's see if he can get any sort of picks. Pushing up, takes out 1 in Jester, but immediately gets refrag and Ascended Death. So now that C4 is sitting on the floor, John Locke able to take out 1. JMO able to refrag, and now 2-1 as it is all up to JBroFan 3 as he takes out 1, and Hockey Lover almost flicks to take out the second in Freck, but Freck able to refrag JBroFan 3, and now Pantheon looking to crawl their way back, and if it wasn't for that nanosecond the previous round, it would have been 3-2 in favor of them. So now looking to tie it up.
Yeah, and again, that was a crucial round to win, as we are seeing Twilight able to buy out, but 1, maybe 2 not able to buy out. While everyone else on the other team looks like they're having decent guns, other than 2 of them. But, you know, that I think is just unlucky buy. But right now, Pantheon, that was a very nice win to have, as they had advantage that whole time, not allowing them to get refragged back to back. And they played together as a team very well.
I mean, yeah, you said it very well. Pantheon was able to crawl their way back and play together, as we saw all 4, possibly even all 5 at one point sitting in A, getting the refrags needed. Even though JBroFan 2 was able to push up into that window, they was able to get an immediate refrag by Ascended Death. So now round number 6. So this is the switch round. We see 4 Maruis in the hands of this Twilight squad with 1 Spectral. So the Spectral, he elected to go for the Spectral to buy full util, with Twilight pushing into this garage area, seeing if they can take space once again from this storage. Now they're just sprinting up. Will they foam the hatch? Yes, they do foam the hatch. D-Moon J ends up doing it. Tosses the foam over to his squad. Flashes go out as the wall now gets blown. And I'm surprised there's not a player sitting in Waterfall. Fan 1 with that Spectral able to see if he can push up, get any sort of damage done, but Incend prevents him from pushing up.
I'll point out Death is creeping up on John, as he will be able to find him just in time before he turns around, as we did see, I believe it was Moon that got the kill over on JMO. Now we have 1 on hatch, 3 on Waterfall, and 1 still sitting out as Freaky takes down 1. Takes down 2. Now there's a 2v4 left, as Pantheon having the advantage.
Fan 2 able to take out 1, but you saw Ascended Death on that flank, able to take out Fan 2 and 1. So now, Pantheon tying it up 3-3, going into their attacking half. I would say this is looking more favorable for Pantheon to be able to clutch it up, bring it into map 3. And I mean, if it does, I mean, this is starting to become a game, folks.
Yeah, I will point out though that Twilight won most of the rounds on Arctic on defense. Yes, defense is a very heavy-sided side for that map, but if Twilight can play the same defense as they did on Arctic, this might be in favor for them.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty close. Pantheon starting on their attacking side. You see util being bought, so good on this Pantheon squad for buying the util, but still no foam in hand with 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Oh, there is foam, actually. Freck does have foam, so I, for some reason, did not see that. But Freck does have foam, and now they're looking quickly to push into B. Take control of this quick with Incense going out, able to take out those 2 players sitting in B, so now to an immediate push, as D-Moon J is the only remaining player for this Twilight squad on 1 HP in this B objective. Now Fan 1 looks to see if he can help his squad. Immediately gets refragged by JMO after taking out 1 player. C4 goes out, takes out Ascended Death, and now it is a 1v1, but JMO able to take out Fan 2. Blink and you miss it, folks. That was a very fast round. I almost missed it from the caster's point of view. And now Pantheon secured the first lead that we are seeing from this squad on this map. It is, or from this match, excuse me. It's looking better. If you're a Pantheon fan, it is looking a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, they need to make it to where Twilight does not know what they're doing, making it so fast to where they can't even really expect it and counter it, as we did see a lot of util being jumped out on the Twilight side, but just not enough to get that 1 or 2 more damage needed to secure the round win. Pantheon did really good there, as they caught him off guard.
Yeah, this, I mean, they did go extremely quick, and the aggression is exactly what they needed to do for this Pantheon squad. Pushing up immediately, not even droning, not even doing anything, just immediately pushing up, getting the picks that they needed, throwing that incend to prevent these other players from flooding in to take the retake site, that C4, a beautiful C4 by the, I believe it was Fan 1, able to take out 1, but just not able to take out the other player. John Locke sitting with that Viper. Or excuse me, with that Omen, Fan 1 able to take out Freck through the smoke. So now these Pantheon players are not looking very well, as John Locke able to take out Hockey Lover. That aggression is not suiting well for this Pantheon squad, and I don't even think they're being that aggressive, as Fan 3 able to take out J-Mo. John Locke takes out 1, Jester takes out 1, and Fan 3 able to clean up the kill onto Jester. And that is a 4-4 tied map for this Pantheon and Twilight squad. And Pantheon, after such a dominant round 1, ended up losing the second round of the map switch. And Colt, I really can't tell you who's going to win this. I mean, Pantheon played extremely aggressive, got their first pick, but Twilight able to immediately adapt and prevent that aggression from happening again.
Yeah, I mean, I will say when J-Bro opened the window on Laundry, it kind of stopped Pantheon, and when they started reconsidering. But when they actually started going in, they started flash util dumping. They were able to get a pick and 2, but just able to get refragged as Twilight just had a great setup right there where they were able to counter pretty much anything. And Pantheon just needs to go, go, go at this point, as it does seem like it works out way better for them.
Yeah, Flash immediately going out on this for JMO on this Pantheon side as he's looking to see if he can take control of this garage push from the backside. So Twilight giving up all the space that they need, but there's one player in JBroFan 2 in Laundry able to take out Freck, now able to take out a second in Hockey Lover, John Locke able to take out Ascended Death, and we're already seeing a 5-2 man disadvantage for this Pantheon squad. I mean, what happened between the start of the round and these next two, or excuse me, start of the side in the map 2, switch to, holy crap, I'm going to stop talking as JMO takes out one and JBroFan 1.
Yeah, as we're seeing a 2-4 man advantage, JMO being 1 HP to a head tap. EMP is down. Just a great formation over as we do see Jbro 2 holding outside, Jbro 3 holding the table as Jbro 2 does take down JMO. And now there's a 1v4. I don't know what you do here if you're Jesper, but does seem like a good thing to do is wait, see if you can get a pick or two, and start using that momentum to continue.
If I was Jester in this situation, I would just save. I mean, it is not do or die at this point. You have the eco to be able to buy the next round. Save that Marui, because you cannot buy the next round. Your teammates might be able to, but you cannot buy that next round. Maybe poke your head up, see if you can get 1 or 2 picks to dwindle down the eco for this Twilight squad. But I mean, this is honestly smart. I feel like the Jester being able to save that Marui into the next round and a stim, so that is 3,500 if he has the full. It does look like he is all kitted out, so 3,500 plus the 450. That is 3,950 he is saving going into the next round that he can buy for util, possibly another gun. So good on Jester to be able to save.
Yeah, as we did, it's snowballing now for Twilight as they're just able to counter it, knowing to easily adapt. Adaptation is great for this game, knowing how everyone else is going to play, and then playing against that is a great, skill to have. But Pantheon just not able to find a way, and Twilight just easily able to counter it. I don't know what to think here, as Pantheon showed aggression, showed that they can do it, and now getting 2 rounds against them, I don't know.
I think it's just a matter of winning ones at this point, with Pantheon just struggling to be able to, and they're giving up a lot of picks by JBroFan 1. If you take a look at the leaderboard, I've seen JBroFan 1 get a couple of 2Ks from between last map and this map. JBroFan 3 getting a lot of kills. JBroFan 2 at 12 and 7. So Pantheon, I think, is just giving up too many bodies very quickly, like selling those bodies, just walking right into the headshot. They need to slow it down with their own pace. Be aggressive, but do it at their own pace. Don't do it at the pace of what Twilight is thinking you're doing, because then you're playing into their hand. They're set up for what they think you are going to do. So if you're Pantheon, just slow it down, drone it out, set the tone, use that momentum. You don't want to You don't want to start pushing up quick, and then when you lose a couple of bodies, stop pushing up, wait a second, realize, oh, what is happening? You want to keep that steady momentum. If you lose a body, just somebody else replace, and just move forward from there. But now Freck is already in this lobby, so now they're showing the momentum to push up quick as that C4 goes out, but is unfortunately able to not push up as now that he uses that C4. A little bit of damage done onto Freck, and that drone is now destroyed. So what I was saying before, Pantheon started showing a major aggression pushing up, and now they're just slowing down. They're not using that momentum to keep pushing forward.
Yeah, as we are going to see Nate taking out Riku, and now a 4v5 advantage. Nate's taking Fan 3 down low, Hockey Lover taking down DJ Moon, Ensign taking Death down low as the Fan 2's nade will finish him. C4 throwing out, taking down JMO. Now there's a 2v4, as a 1v4 now as John Locke takes down one. Jester taking him down one, but instantly getting refragged. Man.
I think it just has to go with what I was saying before. Pantheon is not using the same momentum forward. Like, they're not doing forward and forward momentum. They're being extremely aggressive, then they're halting. Then they're being aggressive again, then they're halting. Like, they need to be one fluid motion. It screws up the chemistry. It becomes a 1v3. Like, they're making it as unfair for themselves. They need to make it as unfair for the other team by being able to play together, build that chemistry up to push forward on some of these pushes. And it seems like Freck was able to take control, but he pushed up in sight without his team, and then when he was able to wait for his team waited too long, as then the momentum stopped. So it's just it seems like Pantheon is not using one forward momentum. They are kind of going forward, stopping, going forward, stopping. It just needs to be one play.
Yeah, what I want to see right now from this Pantheon side is a straightforward push into sight. No really stopping. At this point, full action is enabled, and Frequent taking down John Locke, as we do see a little bit of a mix push as JMO is in theater. Hockey Lover taking down one, taking down two. Now it's a 2v5 over an advantage of Pantheon. They need to start pushing in closer and closer. Fan 2 is able to get a pick and stopping them.
So this is the same thing as to what I was saying before. Pantheon is up 4-2, and now you're slowing down. You're allowing these players to be able to readjust themselves, as Jabro Fan 2 able to take out one in Hockey Lover, and now you got that proxy out. So Jabro Fan 3 able to push up, take out JMO, and is already a 2-2. Jabro Fan 2 able to stim up with one player. Now it is 2-1, and Jabro Fan 3 able to take out Freck in a 2-4. Like, it was 2v4. Pantheon just not able to use that momentum. Like, they were up 4-2 and then just all of a sudden stopped.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, there's a lot of factors into this. Their teamwork was pretty decent. Not able to get the best free frags off of each other, but still playing together. Their gun skill, the Twilight's gun skill, is just super impressive. I did see Jabro Fan take down two with a head tap on 1 HP. So at this point, what Pantheons need to do is start finding better ways to, make that team, Twilight team, or any other team that they play against, not know anything that's going on until the EMP is already down and planted.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of individual play from this Pantheon squad. They were not able to kind of work as a team. Looking at the final leaderboard, good job by Jabo Fan 2 at 17-8, Jabo Fan 3 at 14-6, John Locke 8-8, Jabo Fan 1 5-10, and Demoon J 3-8. And these players all 8-10, 7-10, 7-9, 7-9, and Thomas, there was a DC before we were able to see the final, but good job by Twilight to be able to take advantage of this Pantheon squad and their mistakes. So I believe they won 14-4. I am going to be signing off here. I am your host, Scorch. Cole, is there any final words you have for this cast before we sign off?
That's the best.
I think you cut out. Can you say that one more time?
Did I cut out? Breachers is the GOAT. VRML's the best.
Well, yeah, so hopefully Twilight and Pantheon will be able to see this cast later, and Pantheon will be able to capitalize on those mistakes in the future. But again, I've been your host, Scorch. I am joined by Colt. Thank you so much for joining me, and we will see you in the next one.